Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you love explosive funk rock because tonight we have the Mushroom Cloud. I'm your host, and we are in for another great show. If you haven't been here before, Bridgeside Live is about streaming live original artists every week. We have all different genres, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern. Appreciate all the love, and stay tuned right after this.
Bridgeside Live!
Please welcome to the studio, the Mushroom Cloud.
Hey guys, in the live stream land, thanks for tuning in if you are. This one's called Gunslinga. Oh, yeah. Thanks to Bridgeside Live. Go Bridgeside.com for having us. It was awesome. Mushroom Cloud. That was called Smokeshow. We're gonna do one more. Is that cool? Yeah. One more. Then we're gonna close it out. Thanks so much for having us. Love to do it again. This next one's called Telescopes. Thank you so much, guys. We're the Mushroom Cloud from New Haven, Connecticut. We'll be back in New York very soon. Love you.
Woo! Mushroom Cloud in the house, Connecticut in the house, guys. Thank you for coming, guys. Awesome. Guys, stick around. If you love them, please send us questions. We're going to come back with a live Q&A just after this. Stick around. Ask them anything. we're back with the Q&A portion of Bridgeside Live. Great set, guys. The Mushroom Cloud coming from Connecticut. What part of Connecticut was that again?
New Haven.
I was just in, I don't even remember what part of Connecticut. It took me 2 hours and 45 minutes to get there, and I was very sick. But it was a nice time. But guys, do you often play in Brooklyn? Is this something you're used to coming and making these travels?
Where was last? We play in New York. We're at MazFest.
Cool.
And
Stock.
Stock, right? And we've played. Where did we play last? Arlene's Grocery. We were at
Cool, I love that venue.
earlier this year. We played Drum. We've New York City mostly, but Brooklyn. Have we played Brooklyn?
Yeah. I think the last time we did Brooklyn was at Burning Man warehouse party.
And the
3 years
paper
ago.
box too,
That
a
was
couple
cool.
years ago.
Oh, yeah.
We played the paper box as well.
Is the scene really different coming to New York City in general compared to what's going on in Connecticut?
It's
I actually
it's
have no
so much
idea.
bigger,
Yeah.
and you got like the upstate New York, obviously New York City, and like Connecticut is all kind of just like, what city you in? New Haven, Bridgeport, like Hartford, kind of, but
They got their
it's so
big venues
small.
there.
Everyone just travels. Like they'll go to a show no
So
matter
do you
where
guys
it is.
know all the local acts, the guys that really play a lot, the guys and gals?
Yeah, we're friends with pretty much everybody.
Yeah,
We all try to support each other and just like promote each other's shows or go
That's
to each other's
awesome.
shows.
That's what we love doing here.
Yeah, lots of sit-ins, lots of collaborations.
We built a big family by doing this show every week. We've kind of extended our family from New York City to Connecticut. We have a band from Italy once.
Whoa,
So we got to go out and visit Italy and crash their house sometime.
that's sick.
How'd you guys hear about Bridgeside?
So I think the last time we were down in New York City at Arlene's, we met with Dan Purdom.
Everyone knows Dan.
Mr. Dan Purdom.
Dan,
Great
Dan
guy.
and Ashley, we met them.
To control him, Dan. Shout out to Dan.
Good man.
Good man.
So yeah, we got to talking after our set. We were opening for Learson Peak, and that was a great time. And we just got invited to do a Bridgeside. It took a couple of months to make it happen. We were going to do it a few months back, but it finally unfolded, and we got down here, and it's an amazing
Just in
time.
time for the end of summer, beginning.
That's
of fall.
right.
It's a good time.
Absolutely.
It's a good time. I think we have questions in the control room. If Dan, we got the lovely Ashley, Dan's lady in the control room. Do we have questions? Can you point her towards the magical red button?
Can you hear me?
I hear you, Dan.
All right. So we've got a question from Steve Mink. He
Steve
said,
Mink.
Hello, Steve.
Question,
We love you.
what's the most interesting thing you've seen real late night at a festival?
Dan Purdom.
Playing next to you, Steve.
Yeah, Steve Mink gets very interesting
Lord
at
Electro,
festivals
Steve, right?
late night as well. At Madstock we played at 5 a.m. into headphones, the silent disco set, playing right next to Lord Electro, so everyone was switching back and forth. So, like that was
where people wear the headphones and like
Yep.
jam out.
Yeah.
I just experienced that for the first time. I told you before I was on vacation in Cyprus and they like shut off the music at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And then you see the same people that were dancing at top of
Yep.
the club just wearing headphones.
no,
Like,
they just
what
keep
the hell
going.
is
It's just
going
all on headphones.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that before. But
That-
I'm sorry to
No, that was probably the weirdest or
very
coolest set we've played that late. But I mean, you see so many
people were
different
jamming out
things.
to you wearing headphones.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, second year we had done that, and it's kind of just something. I don't know, no amps at all. It's just like playing right into your
You guys
headphones.
have video of that? Of people just tripping out to you on
I wanted to live stream it from the stage where it was just like you couldn't hear it at all, but you see us like jamming out.
Is that another Bridgeside Live
Yeah,
special, you think?
yeah.
I want the live stream of the people freaking out in the crowd. I don't even want to watch us. I want to watch the tweakers
Just the
in the
crowd
crowd.
going
You
crazy.
know, just
So Dan, do you
Dan, hit us again.
Dan,
All right. We've got another one here from someone named Ashley.
someone named Ashley.
What is your guys' favorite band to go see live?
Yous guys.
And who would you say inspires your sound?
you want to go around? Or
Yeah, do it.
I mean,
Charlie, go first.
well,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess my biggest influence when I met these guys was the Disco Biscuits, but I don't know. I love to see so many bands. Umphreys, Cheese, Stole the Biscuits. That'd be top three. I did more than one.
Still biscuits.
My number one is Fish. Just got shut out at Curveball, so all the people out there that were shut out, I feel your pain as well. That's my number one.
I mean, I've also loved Fish since I was in high school, but I've also always really liked harder rock music, so Humphreys has really appealed to me over the years. That being said, I really love like smaller acts. Not smaller, but lesser known acts to the mainstream jam population, like Jojo Meyer. He was at Disc Jam this year. A lot of people were exposed to him for the first time. Major influence, a lot of drum and bass, and just super tight chops. And yeah, I love anything that's intricate and rhythmic, and I can bob my head to violently.
Like a true drummer.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. We all have a very similar taste in music, which is what makes this all work, because we all love like dancey rock stuff. So like, anytime I get a chance to see Lotus, that's one of my favorites. And yeah, exactly. We do.
Ashley from the control room, can you get me the shirt? I forgot it there. I got to put it on before this is over. I'm sorry.
No, that's Lotus, Disco Biscuits, Humphreys, Fish. Like, we've been listening to all those for years, and just kind of. But then at the same time, you try to make your own sound out of it, and not just be like a copy of someone else. So it's take those influences and then like put yourself into it too.
Do you ever find when you're like writing music and you're like, wow, this sounds really awesome. I think this is a cool like line or a cool just like segment of the song, and then you realize, wait, that's definitely been done like many times before. Like it's not original, but you got to put your own twist on it.
Yeah. You can write a riff that you're like, wait, that's very similar, and then sometimes you just need to tweak a couple notes, and you're like, they'll never know. We've debated certain parts. It's like, is it too close? And then we're just like, you know what? It's
Wait for the lawsuit to come in.
Yeah.
That's one of our bands we had on. They were called Asphalt Green, and they're like, I guess it was another Asphalt Green, and they're like, once we get big enough to change the name, then we'll worry about it. And then a year later, we had them back on. They were Asphalt Gray. So I got the special shirt here. I forgot to put on. I'll put it on right now. We said I was going to get
very
it.
nice. Good man. They're super soft.
Live strip.
Here we go.
It coming.
Live stream after dark.
Hotter than the set.
Cloud after dark.
We have to cut to the wide shot here.
Nice. Looks good on you.
There we go. Wow. Where can we pick these up?
So we got them on our website online, www.themushroomcloudmusic.com, or better yet, come see us live. We're going to be back down here actually next week. We're doing a 3-night run, the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Kind of down here. We're going to be in Stanhope, New Jersey.
Say it to that nice camera right there.
Hey. We're going to be in Stanhope, New Jersey at the Stanhope House, opening for Low End Freak, which is one of the members of Kung Fu.
Chris DeAngelis. Amazing.
Then the night after that, we're going to be over at Sprout Music Collective with Squaring the Circle from Baltimore, I believe. And then the night after that, we're heading up to New Paltz to finish out that run at Snugs, which is one of our favorite bars to rage, and people are crazy up in New Paltz. So we're looking forward to that.
They don't stop at Snugs.
I got one more question for you guys. I like asking this question because there's always so much different, interesting names. What was the origination of your name? The Mushroom Cloud. Always a good story behind this question.
Yes. Well, we didn't have a name for a while. We also didn't have a bassist for a while. So it was just me, Russ, who's my brother, drummer. So we grew up playing music together. His friend who's on keyboards. And we were jamming out in the basement, doing some things. And my friend came over and was like, oh, what's the name of your band? And literally it just like popped in my head. And I was like, oh, the Mushroom Cloud. I was like, I don't know. It really was like we just loved to rock out. We had no direction other than just being loud and like rocking out, so it kind of worked.
Cool, I like it. Guys, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks so much for having us.
Have you on next season.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Pleasure.
We'll come out and hang out with you in Connecticut sometime. And
please do.
Once again, thank you for being on. I hope you enjoyed the show. We know we had a great show with the Mushroom Cloud. And stick around next week. We actually have an alumni coming back with some family. We love Spencer Bushy's coming out. Spence and the Elders.
Ooh.
Don't miss Spencer Bushy and the Elders. Spence and the Elders. So we'll see you next week. And as always, go Bridgeside, baby.
Go Bridgeside. Thank you.
Thank you.